Hey everyone, this is my response to the death of Amanda Todd. I heard about it I didn't hear about it, I read about it last night, and I'm assuming that if you watch this video, you know about it, but if you don't, there was this girl that was 15 years old. I think they said she lived in Canada. Either way, she made some mistakes. She got bullied really bad. She got beat up. And she tried to kill herself a few times and then posted a video on Facebook of her story and just saying that she needed someone. And obviously no one came, but I don't know how much longer I can handle even getting on the internet anymore, because this shit is just getting way out of hand. People are saying awful, horrible things and posting awful and horrible things, and I don't know why people can't just let things be, I guess. Amanda Todd didn't deserve to die. She didn't deserve to feel that horrible that she felt, that she had no other option but to take her own life. No one deserves to feel that way. People just can't let go of things. Never can they. This one person posted the picture of Amanda with her boob showing as his profile picture and set the page saying that Amanda Todd's a whore and all this other shit. And you know what? Who even gives a fuck if she's a whore? Who gives a fuck what this girl does with her life? And yeah, she did fuck a guy in a relationship, but guess what? He pulled her into it. He's the one that talked her into it, and he's the one that led her on. My mind is so blown because I'm so angry. I'm so frustrated with how this world is turning out and what people are just doing. No one has respect. No one asked anyone to show sympathy for this girl. You know, they're using her as an awareness thing to really get people to know how much bullying affects people's everyday lives. It's not an easy thing to deal with. I know so many people that have been bullied. I've been bullied, not to that point, but I've been bullied. You know, I was a cutter. I got picked on for cutting and being different, and I was quiet, you know. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to be around people because I didn't know what they were going to say and how hurtful they were going to be. I basically locked myself away for years. You know, and no one should have to be so scared to go out in public or just to go to school or anywhere or to even post something on Facebook without 50 people jumping down your throat out of nowhere all at once. It's not right. And depression is a really, really hard thing to cope with. If you're depressed, you're depressed. You need to get help and reach out and just know that people care. A lot of people don't, and a lot of people will give anything to see you suffer and will feed off your pain. But you just gotta hold on and know that people do care. People will be there and will help you and everything else. And I wish Amanda Todd knew that. I wish she knew that people were there and that things would have gotten better eventually. And one more thing, if I have to hear someone say that suicide is the easy way out, I might lose my head. Suicide is scary and hard and awful. You know, like, you're sending yourself into the unknown. You're sending yourself into something that you have no idea or no knowledge about. And the act of actually taking your own life must be terrifying, and it must feel horrible to sit there and take your own life. I don't know what the last thought through these people's heads are. I wish I could get inside their heads and know, but I can't. But it's not fair for these people to still be getting bullied even after they're dead. They deserve respect just like any person does. Anyone and everyone deserves respect. People really need to change and just start giving a shit. You need to start caring. Because no one does. No one cares. Everyone's out to get each other. You know, humanity is going to kill itself. Because no one can learn to live together and help each other and fix problems. People just fuck people over. Simple as that. This girl was lost and she needed help. She needed guidance. She needed a light. Something just to guide her through all the shit that was going on. And no one gave her that. She should still be alive. I mean, I know everything happens for a reason, and maybe this reason was to really get awareness to grow, to really get people to understand the seriousness of bullying. But no life should be taken to teach a lesson. No life should have to be lost. No lesson that huge should have to be taught. It's common sense. Don't be mean. You were taught it when you were, what, 3? Treat people the way you want to be treated. It's not some stupid saying. It's true. People get hurt every day because of other people's carelessness or ignorance. This world is getting shittier and shittier, and I'm even terrified to have kids when I grow up because I don't want them to get bullied, and I don't want them to grow up in a world that's so horrible. You know, when I want kids, I want them to have the best. And I don't want to have to be worried that my kid's going to get beat up or picked on or anything. It's not fair. People make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. But it's not everyone else's business to call someone out on them. You know, none of us should be here to judge. Everyone should just love everyone for who they are, you know, their character, what their story is, past, present, and future. And everyone deserves to have their story heard. Whether it's the simplest thing you've ever heard or the most unbelievable thing or the most sad and tragic thing, everyone deserves to be heard. But these people that are getting bullied, they don't have a chance to have a voice. They don't have a chance to speak up and say anything. It's hard. You know, it's hard to log on Facebook and see all these people saying horrible things about you. It's hard to walk down the hallways and people whisper near you or point and say something or be jumped by people. You know, I was jumped my freshman year. I didn't know the girl that beat me up showed up at my locker with a bunch of friends and just tried to fight me. Straight up told her, I'm like, I don't want to fight you. I didn't know who she was, and I didn't know what the fuck she wanted from me. Just showed up in my locker, talking shit, getting in my face. I closed my locker, went to walk away. She grabbed my hair from behind. Teachers jumped on top of her. She ripped my hair out. I just believe that this girl really deserves more than this. Really deserves a chance at life and happiness, and it's just really sad that she's never gonna have that chance. She got that chance taken away from her because people were just too mean and ignorant and horrible to notice how much they really did affect her. And they wanted to affect her. That was their goal. They really wanted to hurt her. They wanted to see her die. No human being should want to see that. Human beings were given compassion for a reason. We were given the ability to have real emotions, and I don't know why people always choose the negative ones. What is so great about being angry and feeling hate and just being so awful to other people? What is so great about that? I mean, does it feel good? Because I would imagine it doesn't. Life shouldn't be about suffering. It should be about growing and learning and finding faith and love and having something to believe in. But everyone has turned this life into shit at one point or another. Whether you went from being the worst person in the world to a saint, you've still managed somehow to make this world continue down the path that it's going. It's not right and it's not fair. And I know everyone's gonna say, oh, life's not always fair. No shit, life's not always fair. But you know what? There's a lot of things, a lot of simple, easy things that people can do to make this life just a little bit better for the people around them and stop being so goddamn selfish and focusing on, you know, how they think or how they feel about something. You know, think of someone else for once. Before I get too mad and rant on for hours, I'm gonna end this, but that's mainly my opinion. And if there's ever someone out there who needs help, who needs someone to talk to, who needs just a little guidance, please don't be afraid to get a hold of me. I want to help. I want to be that person that people can come to. You know, I'll stay up all night or all day or give you my number or anything just to help. I can't watch another innocent life get taken just because of stupid mistakes and being bullied and being hurt. I don't want to watch that happen again. So please, if you or anyone just needs help, get a hold of me. I'm gonna put my information in the box, but don't hesitate. Whether you get a hold of me on YouTube or Facebook or anything, just don't ever lose hope, because there will always be hope. Whether it feels like it or not, whether you can find it or not, hope is there. And life's a beautiful thing, and every single person should have a reason to believe that, and no one does anymore. So I hope that I can help and give that back to people. So please, don't ever give up and think that suicide is the answer or think that self-injury is the answer, because it's not, and it never will be. It's a bad path to go down, and trust me, I know. I've been there many times, and it's not worth it. There's people out there who are actually going to be worth your time, and people who you actually want to have in your life, and people who will build you up. So focus on those people, not the people who tear you down. You know, you deserve that. Everyone deserves that. So always, always keep that in mind and never, ever turn to suicide. Don't. It's more pain than anything. And even though you don't feel pain anymore, people here do. The people that you leave behind, the ones that love you, and even the ones that don't know you but will hear your story, they care. People really do care.